Listen, today is October 9th, 2020, and you still out here playing with the New Year's resolutions that you made at the beginning of this year. And I'm here to let you know that you ain't got to play no more, okay? In this video, we're really about to dive into the story of a real life person who lost 20 pounds in 30 days from doing an all natural plant-based detox. And I want to share this content with you guys because I want to let you know that if it's possible for her, it's possible for you. Stick around to the end of the video so you can learn how you can win your very own copy of Vegucation Over Medication by Dr. Bobby Price, the book that inspired Elizabeth's detox journey and ultimately that is inspiring so many people around the world to take charge of their health and uncover the myths, lies, and truths around food and medicine. Also, make sure you come back next week if you want a little update on how pregnancy has been for me on a plant-based lifestyle change. Let's jump into this interview.
Hello. Hey, Elizabeth. Nice to officially meet you.
You as well. Thanks for reaching out to me. It's so cool.
Yes, I feel like, we got to still find a way to connect. I mean, even if it wasn't quarantine, we probably would have done this anyway.
I know you're all the way on the other side of the world or the country.
Are you in New York?
No, I'm actually in Georgia. So I'm actually where Dr. Bobby is. Dr. Bobby lives here in Atlanta, Georgia. So I actually done an event with him. Like he had an event here in Atlanta before where he had like speakers and all that kind of stuff. But he also had vendors and I was one of the vendors and I sold like, cause I make and sell vegan food as well. So I sold my food and stuff there. And that's when I actually formally met him as well.
Okay. And had you already been a subscriber to his teachings and had you already?
Yeah, I had already done his detox. I had found out about it through someone else. So yeah.
That's so bomb. Yeah, I did hear that he's out there. That's super cool. And that's actually a great place to start because, well, first of all, I don't know much about you, but I did notice, I did stalk your I think that you seem like a really cool person. I really like that you seem to be very ambitious and very dedicated to what it is that you're doing. And it's not so much motivated by popularity and fame because I do think that what we're going into is something that is not that popular. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that's so necessary to talk about. I appreciate everybody who puts themselves out there as a business person to like sell vegan food or, you know what I mean? Like what Dr. Bobby's doing. So tell us a little bit, tell the people a little bit about who you are, your background, and what led you to doing this detox. And then we definitely want to get all the details about how it really, benefited you.
Right. So my name is Elizabeth. I have a holistic health business called Healthy Nuggets, where we get healthy one nugget at a time. And I do also have my own YouTube channel. That's probably like my biggest focus right now, especially with everything that has taken place this year. Everybody still has access to their phone and their computer. So it's one of the easiest ways to reach people right now is online and through social media and avenues like YouTube. So my YouTube channel is actually Healthy Nuggets, so people can feel free to subscribe there. I post almost every week. I have like a talk show. I do reviews like how you saw the video that I did about Dr. Bobby's detox. And I just share different holistic health tips. And for those that don't know what holistic health is, it's mental, emotional, relational, financial, spiritual, physical. It's encompassing every aspect of your health and trying to find balance and well-being and then bring it all together. And then last year, well, probably for like 2 years, I was making and selling vegan food and I was super known for this amazing Alfredo sauce. It's called Better Way Alfredo. So I would go to events and make and sell the food, or people can just order the sauce from me. But obviously when the pandemic happened, all the events got canceled. So I haven't been doing that as much, which in return also caused me to be more focused on the YouTube channel. But as far as the detox, I actually found out about the detox through someone named Tiara Goes Green, and she did the detox and she shares a lot on her Instagram as well. And so she was like, this really worked for me. You guys should try it. So it was one of those things like you kind of how you said, like you kept seeing it on your Instagram or something. So you keep seeing and hearing about something. And then finally you're just like, you know what? Like, let me give this a try. So I ended up doing the detox and I did like different cleanses and things like that, but they were usually like shorter. So the fact that it was like a 30-day detox, I was like, wow, this is really going to be a challenge. And then it's an alkaline diet-based detox. So I had never done the alkaline diet. So I was like, okay, that's going to be a new experience. So I decided to do it. And I think the first time I lost like 20 pounds in 30 days, which is pretty drastic. I'm not necessarily saying that in general, people should just be out here losing 20 pounds in 30 days, every 30 days. But for a detox, losing 20 pounds in 30 days is, you know, a pretty large amount. But I didn't just do the detox. I already was very active. So I already had an active lifestyle. I already liked to work out. I already had a plant-based diet. So for me, and I had been raw before for 30 days, like I like to challenge like my eating, you know, at that time. So I was like, oh, you know, alkaline's just the next level. Like I can do this. And I would say to me, I know you kind of wanted for me to share kind of tips and things that, or benefits rather. And so one of the biggest things I think to doing this particular detox is how much my energy level went up. And I do want to say that different people are going to have different results. Like everybody's body is not the same. And one person's reaction to something, there's some people who do the detox and they feel very tired because their body, it just is in shock and they have so much toxins or a lot of different health problems. And so their body is literally just trying to flush out. But if you're already kind of eating healthy and active, or maybe you've done other cleanses before, or you already have a plant-based diet, you could have the other reaction where your body's like, woo, like, okay, like I'm energized, I'm productive. So I remember like when I was going to the gym during the detox, I was doing sprints, and originally I was doing like 5.0 or something. Girl, I got all the way up to 7.3 during the detox. And so just something like that where I just felt motivated and I had enough energy from just allowing my body and my digestive system to kind of have a break from just eating all these things or whatever. Because you can be vegan and still be unhealthy, you know, or you can be living a healthy lifestyle in all these other areas, but still kind of be missing a link. So when you detox, it kind of gives your body just a reset. You know what I mean? It allows your body to just say, okay, like we're going to stop doing what we've been doing for 30 years sometimes for people, and we're going to do something different. So energy and productivity level for me was a huge thing that I loved about the detox. Like something like I normally be like, oh, I do not want to put up my laundry. But on the detox, I'd be like, I got energy. Let's fold these clothes. Like, let's go.
No, that's actually crazy to hear because, well, the energy part, that's great to hear. But knowing that you were preparing the food as well as doing the detox, it seems like it would be a challenge. I don't know what that's like because for me, I'm pregnant, so I couldn't do the detox, but my husband did it. And I was preparing all the food. And I feel like just preparing the food alone was a job. And I don't know if
it's a lot.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's because I was also trying to make everything like really appetizing and
yeah,
I was trying to spruce it up. But that in and of itself seems like it would have took me out.
Well, I will say that the detox, because it's alkaline diet, an alkaline diet is very restricting. Yeah. So I think for something like the detox, it can be great. And another benefit that I was going to say is it gets you out of your comfort zone to try new foods and try new dishes, or even have to cook things that you never like would have tried, or never would have, you didn't even know what it was called or what the food was, or that it existed. So I think challenging yourself in something like a 30-day detox to say, you know what, I'm going to only eat alkaline, and this is going to help me to broaden my taste buds, to broaden my horizon, to have new food and life experiences and challenge myself and see how my body likes that, see if I like it. So you have to look at it as just an experience, you know what I mean? Of just like, I'm going to go through this experience. If I make stuff and I don't like it, it's going to kind of suck at the moment. But hey, I tried something new. I tried wild rice instead of just eating white rice, or, you know, I tried chickpea pasta instead of just eating regular old plain pasta. So that's another, I think, key benefit is that it forces you to change up your routine. It forces you to change how you shop at the grocery store, maybe go to a different grocery store. And those are huge things for a human being to experience, because a lot of people are just in the habit of doing the same thing every day, every week, eat the same foods. There's no variety. And this detox is also going to really force you to eat fruits and vegetables, which most people don't get enough fruits and vegetables. Most people's diet is meat and potatoes. So that is another huge benefit to doing the detox. And then thirdly, like, you're just going to experience, well, I wanted to say, if anyone, there's so many testimonies of people doing the detox and overcoming high blood pressure or different health elements. And while I haven't had high blood pressure and don't have high blood pressure, thank you, Jesus. I know a lot of people struggle with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and things like that. And so there's testimony after testimony of people that have done his detox that in that 30 days, they went back to the doctor and their blood pressure was in a normal or better range, or they went back to the doctor and got their cholesterol tested again and it was improved. And if you can do a 30-day detox like Dr. Bobby's, and your blood pressure for the first time in years of your life can be regulated, or you can get your cholesterol down to where you're not about to kill yourself, for lack of better words, that is amazing. But one thing that I really want to hone in on is that if people decide to do the detox, whether they decide to do it, you know, right after they watch this video, they go order it, or whether they decide to wait until the new year or whatever, I think that it's important for people to understand, one, you want to make sure that you're ready. You want to make sure that you can really commit to it, because it is a huge commitment. Like, you're spending a lot of money on this detox, especially if you do the group detox, which is what I would recommend for people to do, because you're changing so much about your daily routine and your lifestyle for 30 days. And if you're the only person in your family or your friend group that's doing that, it's gonna be hard. And especially if you're not already like disciplined in some other areas of your life, but when you're in the group detox where everybody, like, he has a group and you kind of have like this Facebook group and he does lives and he does teachings, it comes with a lot. That is the way that I would recommend it, because that allows you on those days where you're like, listen, I'm about to go eat some French fries, and you go in a group and somebody's like, oh, I was about to eat French fries, but I decided to just go ahead and drink my tea instead. And then you're like, okay, like, you know what, let me hold out. Like, if they can do it, I can do it. So I would recommend doing the group detox, and I would make sure that people understand why they're doing it. And I think if you're doing it just for weight loss, then I don't know if I would fully recommend that. And the reason why I say that is because when you do a detox, yes, you're gonna, like me, you're gonna lose 20 pounds in 30 days, or 5 pounds or 10 pounds. But if you don't gain anything else from that situation, the second that detox is over, you could likely just go right back to eating McDonald's every day, not working out, and you gain 25 pounds back instead of 20. And so detoxing, people can start to abuse it. And so people have to understand that there's these amazing benefits from it, and it can help you create a healthier lifestyle and healthier habits. And we have to look at it from that mindset of, instead of just, well, I'm gonna do this detox and I'm gonna just come out here fine and it's just gonna fix all my life problems. It's like, no, we're, again, holistic health. We're gonna do the detox. We're gonna eat some healthier foods. Maybe we're gonna say an affirmation in the morning. Maybe we're gonna take some time to just calm down and reflect. A lot of people talk about how when they did the detox, they took time to journal. So now you're incorporating your mental, your emotional, your spiritual self, and not just, oh, I'm gonna starve myself and do a detox so I can be snatched. Like, which again, I get, like, I've been there, but we also want to make sure that before you commit to doing the detox, people should ask themselves, why do I really want to do this? And what am I looking to gain from it, short term and long term, if that makes sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing all of that. Because talking points that I wanted to touch on, which, you know, benefits of the detox and success tips for detoxing, and all of those things, I concur 100%. I'm a big advocate for holistic health, and I try to put myself in the mindset of what I was thinking 3 years ago, 5 years ago, when I already was health conscious. Like how you said, I was already health conscious, but when I heard the term holistic health, I thought it was going to be this thing that I graduated to someday when I became educated enough, and not something that I could implement right away. And so
Yeah.
like really, I want to connect with people right now and be like, no, 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 you can implement this right away. And actually you should, because a lot of us are in a state of emergency with our health without even knowing it.
Yeah.
And so I want to impress upon people that, you know, you need to understand that you can take action today to just get to reel it back, get
Yeah.
yourself in a
Yeah.
healthy condition as a byproduct, lose some weight, but to really look at it holistically. So I'm so glad that you
Exactly. And the other thing is, like, because it's an alkaline diet, it's a plant-based diet, and there's so much research people can easily look up on Google, on YouTube. There's so many testimonies, but scientific research, that when people switch to a plant-based diet, it almost automatically starts to help their cholesterol and things like that. So it's going to make people, in the beginning, like I said, if people haven't been making any healthy changes, you might feel like crap for the first few days. And Dr. Bobby talks about that. The first week, you're gonna probably feel like giving up. Your body is just like, okay, it's cleanup time, and so it's going to start draining you, and you're just going to be like, I feel horrible. You're going to have withdrawal. You're going to have, because people don't understand that food is like a drug. Like, the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, are together, which is like insane, right? But a lot of foods are created to be very addicting. So if you've been eating Doritos every day for 30 years and you immediately stop eating them, you're going to feel like, oh my God, I want caffeine, I want sugar, I want salty snacks. But you just got to hang in there, and then once you get past the first few days, your body starts to adjust, and you're like, oh shoot, you know, I remember like feeling so much more confident even in my body, and looking at myself in the mirror and be like, hold on, you know, because your body's feeling good, and you're getting all this stuff that's been weighing you down out, and you're just, again, having this new life experience. As far as tips for actually doing the detox, the meal prep is huge. Like, if you don't have, you gotta plan out your grocery trip, what you going to get, and not just like random things, but like, okay, I'm gonna get these ingredients to create this meal, this alkaline meal, and then I'm gonna make it on this day, you know, because otherwise you're gonna be super hungry, super tired, and before you know it, you're cheating and you're, you know, sabotaging your detox and all this money and time that you're putting in. And I mean, if you mess up one day, don't just stop, just keep going, you know what I mean? Just keep going. But you want to try to like plan ahead. And when you do the group detox, there's recipes, there's a shopping list, like all of that is included, so you're not alone. It's not like you just don't know. You can also hire someone, if you really want to do the alkaline meal prep for you, if you are able to afford that luxury, so that you don't have to even worry about, what am I going to eat? What am I going to do? I don't know how to make this, So again, just planning that ahead of like, okay, how am I going to be successful in this? And making sure you always got your teas done the night before. Because if you don't do them teas the night before and you wake up and you're like, that's happened to me before, and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot to make my teas. And now the temptation comes in, well, I just ain't going to do it today. And now you done missed the day, you know, or something like that. So you want to make sure that you're really prepared and disciplining yourself. And once you get in the groove, like by week 2, you're kind of like, oh, okay, you know, I just make my teas, I make my little food, whatever, and you just keep going. Smoothies are your best friend on that detox. Like, I had a smoothie. I know you was drinking your green smoothie just a second ago. So green smoothies are your best friend. They are one of the easiest things for you to consume on the detox, with approved vegetables that are alkaline, and approved fruits and things like that. They're also very filling and satiating. So I definitely would recommend for people to eat smoothies. And there's a video on my YouTube channel where I actually share one of my favorite smoothie recipes that I make on the detox. Okay. So I also show on my YouTube channel how to make the teas, how to prepare the teas, and how to make a recipe. That's like a longer video about the detox on my channel, so people can check that out as well. But yeah, I mean, honestly, and as you were talking, I was thinking, like, right now, so many people either are working from home or they're unemployed, unfortunately. So if you have the money to afford the next group detox that he's doing, you want to do it while you have time to be at home, because you're going to go to the bathroom a lot. Even if you're just peeing, like you're gonna want to be near a restroom as much as possible. So if you're already at home, working from home, or you're in between, you know, your careers or what have you, and you have the money to put towards this, then I would say this might be a good time to do it. And I also like to give disclaimers. I'm not a licensed doctor. I'm not a licensed physician. I'm just sharing my own opinions and my experiences. You should always consult your own physician and nutritionist before you start stuff. And of course, people should research Dr. Bobby's thing just like you and I did, you know, before we started, and make sure they understand what they're getting into. But if what you've been doing for the last 25 years isn't working, maybe you should give something a 30-day try and then go from there. And lastly, I just want to say that when people choose to do this detox, you kind of also need to think about your exit plan or your after plan. So, because again, what happens sometimes when we do detoxes or cleanses or food challenges, and I've been guilty of this myself in my life, is you do this like very big, you know, challenge and detox, and it's great. And you're just like, yes, I did it. And I had all these amazing results. And then, you know, the holidays can come right after that. And now you like, well, I done did this for 30 days. I'm about to go in on this mac and cheese and this mashed potatoes. And now before you know it, you're binge eating again, or you're not, you know, just taking care of yourself. And so you want to kind of have, and Dr. Bobby does talk about that, of like, what to do after, you know, after you've had this amazing experience and this amazing, you know, new habits and things that you've created to help you be healthier. How do you maintain that? How do you keep that going and not go into jumping back into eating Doritos every day? So I think that is something for people to think about as well, even before they get into it, of like, what can I, or as they're getting close to ending their detox, what can I take away? What is realistic for me, that I don't put too much pressure on myself? But maybe, you know, from doing this detox, I'm just going to keep having a green smoothie every day. Like, and I also want to encourage people, just take it one day at a time. Like, especially with everything that's going on in the world right now, don't put too much pressure on yourself, and don't be so consumed with trying to lose weight so fast that you're not taking care of your health. And so if all you take away from that detox after is, you know what, every single morning, I'm going to try to have a plant-based breakfast or a green smoothie for one of my meals so that I give my body good, clean nutrition, that's a good takeaway. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't necessarily personally recommend for someone to commit to an alkaline diet for the rest of their life. That is very hard. It is very restricting, and that's just hard, even socially, to go to a restaurant. But you can say, okay, well, I'm just going to make some healthier, you know, decisions when it comes to my food. I'm not going to restrict myself so much as far as my whole life. But you know what? I learned how to eat more fruits and vegetables on this detox. So every day I'm going to make sure that I just incorporate fruits and vegetables into my diet. And that alone can make such a big difference in someone's health. So I just wanted to share that, just because I've, you know, been on my own journey and had all these different experiences, and it's important to consider those things, because otherwise you get in these situations and then you're like, well, what now?
No, I feel like you covered everything. I wasn't even thinking about the exit strategy, but when you put it like that, that's so true. We need to have like an entry strategy that includes the why you're doing it. And I always like to tell people, like, you can enhance your why with education. So
Yeah.
So for me, my whys throughout my life in this whole journey of evolving and improving my health and wellness holistically, it hasn't just happened on its own. It's because I learned something new. You know, I learned a new substance or a new toxin or a new benefit. Like yesterday, I was just randomly doing research on lycopene and what benefit does it have? And taking those day-to-day, action steps, I think, to educate oneself is really going to enhance our why. For instance, my husband, he's just like a typical man, and I said this in the last video. I would say, like, I feel like women are generally a little bit more inclined to be like concerned about our health and wellness of and so men are generally a little bit more resistant, especially if they're not accustomed to that way of life already. that's been him all the time. Like, yeah, if I put broccoli on his plate, he'll eat it. But I mean, that's not something that he's particularly cares about, whether it's there or not. Whereas now, after him doing this detox, because he took more of a holistic approach and it wasn't just about weight loss, you know, now he's the one telling me, where's the broccoli at? Like, well,
That's awesome. I love it.
this and are we
Yeah.
But like you said, that's the thing that I love, and I really want to stress to people about doing a detox like this that's not focused on weight loss as the number one objective, is because it requires
Getting healthier.
it does require you to take more of a holistic approach. So it, you know, having a starting point that is, you know, built on a strong why, which is what Dr. Bobby talks about all the time. You know, being very prepared with meal prepping and meal planning. And I feel you so much, girl, because I thought it was just me, but now I know it wasn't just me. Like going crazy in my notes in my phone, like detail for detail. What am I cooking? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
You have to be ready.
This ingredient doesn't go bad. You know, all this stuff. And then coming out of it with a realistic plan. And so I would like to add to that by highly recommending that people actually read the book.
It's a great book. I love it. So informative.
Yes, Education Over Medication by Dr. Bobby. I talked about it in my last video. Because I was reading the book during the detox, it helped me to help my husband stay on track.
Yeah.
And speaking of holidays coming up, I know that, you know, at first I was trying to advise people, start the detox now, start it now. But I, just like you, I do think the better thing would be group detoxing. And so I really would just love, like, if you're watching this video, I would love for your takeaway to be, what can I do today to prepare myself for the detox? I think that one of the things you could definitely do is read this book, educate yourself, start to familiarize yourself, like go to my channel or Elizabeth's channel.
Yeah.
Look at recipes and different things you can incorporate on a daily. Because I think if we had done that for like 3 months prior to the detox, it wouldn't be as stressful.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I appreciate you touching on it. I feel like you touched on every single thing. And so I did want to ask you, what was your weight? What exactly was your weight before and after? How are you doing?
My heaviest weight ever was 293, I think. So the first time I did the detox, I lost like 20 pounds. And the second time I did the detox, I think I lost like 15 or 17. So I basically, when I did the detox, I lost like 40 pounds, not in one go. They were two separate group detoxes. So he usually waits because he say that you should give your body some time in between the detoxes. So I did one and like the beginning of the year, a year or two ago, and I lost 20 pounds. And I did the next one that he did was probably in spring or something. And then I lost another like 17 or something pounds. So basically like almost 40 pounds total on the detox.
Wow.
So, and I've kept that weight off because my lifestyle is already active and already eating fruits and vegetables and things like that. And that's why I say, like, it's so important to make sure that you're creating a lifestyle of being healthy and not just a temporary fix, because that's what's going to really help you in the long run. So, and I know you said you're going to give away a book, right?
Yes. Speaking of which, great segue. Yourself. I just love the word. Like, I'm like jocking him so hard for this title because I'm like, I just love, you know, when you just come up with cute little stuff like this.
Yeah.
So yes, I want to do a giveaway to someone, and I'm actually going to announce it like once I close out this interview, just maybe more details. But I want to challenge somebody to, you know, start taking steps. I want to challenge everyone really to start taking steps toward preparing yourselves for some form of a true detox at the beginning of 2020. So if you're watching this video and you know you've been wanting to make a lifestyle change and you're ready to do it now, the link's going to be in the description, so you can definitely go there and get all the information, because you can purchase the detox teas today, you know.
Yeah.
Plan. But like Elizabeth said, you'll be doing it on your own. If you want to participate in Dr. Bobby's upcoming group detox, which will be sometime next year, then, and you're not ready to do a full one on your own, then I would definitely want you to read this book in the meantime. And so I want to give this book away, not this one, but you know, I want to buy somebody a book who's watching this video,
nice of you,
so that you guys can participate and you guys can get started, because it's real out here. People are getting sick, and sickness and disease is manifested and harvested first in the gut. And you know, it's internal. Don't let nobody tell you that it's just supposed to happen to you genetically or whatever. It can be stopped in its tracks when we make educated or vegucated decisions. So yeah, that's what I definitely want to do. Did you have any closeout comments? I know I got a really good amount of your time today. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I would just say make sure you guys go and follow me on Instagram at healthy_nuggets. And then make sure more than anything that you go to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Healthy Nuggets. And if anyone else is interested in collaborating, I would be interested. So thank you so much for reaching out to me. And this was awesome. I'm really glad that we got to meet. And I'm sure we're going to be collaborating some more. So thank you again.
Absolutely, yeah, because moving forward, my channel is usually what's kind of all over the place, but I used to upload like a lot of beauty videos, but now I want to upload more videos with regards to this. I don't really enjoy cooking and stuff like that, but when I do something successful in the kitchen, that is one step closer to helping us maintain our healthy lifestyle change. I want to share it. So I know you moving forward on your channel is going to continue to be the variety that you've discussed in the beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So you guys can definitely go to her Elizabeth's channel. Sometimes she has like recipes and just healthy nugget tips. And then COVID's over, maybe you can catch her somewhere at vending.
If people live in Atlanta, they can still order the sauce. I had someone just a few weeks ago contact me, and I have like pickup locations where they can just meet me to pick up the sauce and stuff like that around Atlanta. So yeah. So I have Alfredo sauce, a spicy sauce, a stir-fry sauce, and a garlic sauce. So I have 4 different sauces. They're all organic, non-GMO, plant-based, and gluten-free. So
okay. Y'all, I'm gonna have to try some sauce from you, girl, when you get blending up all these sauces, and sometimes they come out good, sometimes they don't. I'm trying to expedite the process.
I understand. Well, thank you again, and I can't wait to see the video. And yeah, I hope you have a great day.
Yes, likewise. We'll be in touch.
Okay, bye.
Okay, y'all, you made it to the end of the video. Shout outs to you. So here are the details on how you can win your very own copy of Vegucation Over Medication. Number 1, I would love for you to join me on this journey by subscribing. That subscription is indicative of your commitment to this journey, and I would love for you to subscribe to Elizabeth's channel as well. Number 2, please leave a comment below and tell me your greatest health challenge right now. And then number 3, come back for the next video, because everybody who does that, their name is going to go into a cute little hat, and I'm going to swoosh it around, and then I'm going to pick somebody simple as that, who is going to win a copy of this book. I want to get this book out to you guys as soon as possible so that you can read it before the end of the year and hopefully be prepared to take full advantage of all of the benefits discussed in it by the top of 2021, okay? God bless you. Remember to be you, love you, make it all beautiful. And I will see you, or you will see me, on the next video.